I'm Jeffrey. Social media was once described as a liberation technology, a decentralized and easy-to-use tool to be used by activists against oppressive regimes. But these strengths cut both ways. These same regimes have used social media to effectively stamp out civil resistance and to incite violence.
Facebook has been accused by UN investigators and human rights groups of facilitating violence against the minority.
Amnesty International recently released a report that detailed how Facebook was used as a tool in the genocide of the Rohingya people. And whereas nearly 70% of civil resistance campaigns succeeded in the 90s, since the 2010s, that number has been closer to 30%. A major reason is that oppressive regimes and their supporters have used social media to perpetuate violence, like in Myanmar. They are aided by the structure and algorithms of these social media platforms, as well as a lack of sufficient content moderation.
So how can we prevent governments and other entities from using social media to incite violence? Well, they could just stop, and that would be great. But that unfortunately is not very realistic. So instead, we must focus on the social media companies themselves.
The content allowed on a social media platform is enabled on 3 levels: the company's vision, its algorithms, and its content moderation. It can help to visualize a social media platform as a boat. In this metaphor, unwanted content is water entering the boat. A platform's content moderation is equivalent to bailing out water, its algorithms is the ship's materials and structure, and its overall vision is its navigation. These 3 qualities can dictate whether a platform floats or sinks.
To limit violent and authoritarian rhetoric at all 3 levels, we can turn towards ethics and moral philosophy.
Everyone loves moral philosophy.
And a couple philosophical frameworks come to mind at each level.
Contextual and non-rigid ethical frameworks such as value and care ethics can be used to evaluate individual posts in morally gray situations. Consequentialism, which addresses consequences of actions, can be used to analyze the effects of posts and to adjust the algorithm accordingly. And deontology, an ethical framework that seeks to establish a set of principles and guidelines to follow, can help a ship navigate to safer waters.
Of course, this is easier said than done. Social media companies are inherently unwieldy, and the decision to limit certain kinds of speech will almost always have at least some unintended results. But in order to address these issues, shareholders, directors, and engineers alike at these companies must commit themselves to behaving morally, even at the potential loss of profit. Like it or not, today social media is a driving factor behind policy, social mobilization, and geopolitics. It is thus up to us and these companies to critically examine their roles in a changing, turbulent, and uncertain world. It is only then that we can navigate accordingly. Thanks for watching.